everybody. Welcome to Wake Up Charlotte to Go, the after show. We're on Facebook, YouTube. Okay, so today we are talking about vinyl records, how they are making a huge comeback, especially millennials. They're loving their parents' music. They say the music is more relaxing and friendly. So we want to know.
Some of them may be. A lot of it. I mean, it's like their parents' music is heavy metal.
Yes, right?
School, yeah.
It just depends which way you go. I think it's a vibe, you know, to be in your home and then to play a record player. I know
really
during the pandemic quarantine, like I was like, you know, I want to start collecting these, and I only have a
vinyl.
Vinyl. Yeah. Only have a few because they can be expensive
nowadays.
They're really expensive. Yeah, I think they said here in my notes, Adele's album 30 sold 318,000 vinyl copies with a $40 price tag.
See,
on
that's on like just one.
If you need some vinyl, I have a whole storage almost built full of vinyl.
I bet you do.
You need to take a picture and post it on your Instagram and show us.
Oh, people would love that.
Ever. It's terrible. It's so embarrassing. It's so bad.
What's your favorite?
What do you mean?
What's your favorite vinyl?
Oh, vinyl. Gosh.
That's hard.
First of all, I don't have a vinyl. Is scratchy, and it's, you know, you put it out, you put the needle down. It's so I mean, I played so much vinyl and radio, but I have to say my favorite vinyl probably Sgt. Pepper's by the Beatles.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Classic.
So if you're watching, let us know. Do you collect vinyl? Have you been doing it for a while, or are you, younger and just started? Or are you collecting your parents? I still have memories as a child. My parents had a record player, and I always played Annie, and I would get up and dance on the couch to Annie. And then they got rid of that record player. They got rid of all their vinyl.
And you can't do Annie anymore, can you?
No.
Yes, you can. I've seen you do it right here.
Yeah, I did.
But they're like, oh my gosh, we didn't know that this was going to make such a huge comeback. So now my brother, he is collecting vinyl. Because you can get a record player now for pretty cheap.
Yeah, you can get one for decent price.
Probably cheaper
they're
than
making
the actual vinyl
new
nowadays.
ones. Yeah, so it's really
What
fun.
I need to know is where can I go find these records for cheap?
I don't think you can. There
has to be some place, like a collectible place.
There's a place on John Street in Matthews. I can't remember the name of it. They sell vinyl. It's between, it's right in the corner of 51 and John Street. You go down towards Matthews, on the right-hand side of the road. There is a Mexican restaurant there. There's a church. I wish I live in that town. They sell vinyl there.
Okay.
Jamie's saying Led Zeppelin for him.
And nothing soft about the Led Zeppelin.
That's not the happier times that you're worried about.
Roger saying goodbye and good riddance.
Okay.
Is that an album, or is he telling us? Is he telling us?
Which one?
Goodbye and good riddance. Melissa, Rick Springfield. Why are you making me show my age? She says.
No.
He's a good. I met him twice at Carowinds when he first came in 1978. I emceed that show, and Rick Springfield was in Kannapolis about 4 years ago, and I emceed that show. And believe it or not.
Wow.
That show in Carowinds with the Palladium, it was me, Rick Springfield, and about 10,000 screaming 14-year-old girls.
Oh my gosh.
2014, me, Rick Springfield, and about 10,000 screaming 55-year-old ladies.
Oh, wow. Changed.
Well,
I met really about 5 or 6 who were there at the Palladium.
Wow.
In 1978.
That's
It was a great
crazy.
show.
Melissa said she saw him in concert last month in Charleston.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
That's
there you
a
go. Chris, you said your dad was a musician, right?
Yes, and we just have the vinyl of that. So my dad had a crazy adventure. He got into a van back in 1967, and they opened for a band named Cream. Ginger Baker was touring Durham at the time, and then they rushed out to California. They played with Creedence Clearwater Revival, Chicago, Pink Floyd as they're coming on. They live next to Spirit. Jimi Hendrix lived up the road in Topanga Canyon.
Oh, wow.
So they had quite the adventure doing all this. So yeah, we have a lot of vinyls as well, of course. And it's the time as well. And the scratchiness almost makes it really authentic as well. And my mom's pride and joy is she still has the Beatles' White Album unopened.
Wow.
So yeah, so she bought two when it came out. One that she said, I know this is going to be big. One was unopened, still like a little rip in the packaging, and then of course the one
How much
she
she
played a
want for
million
that?
times.
Yeah, Larry wants to add it to his collection.
It might come in handy one day.
I'm a big fan of like 50s music, and also my grandfather played the saxophone, so I love jazz music too. I love
yes,
But you have a story about Elvis. Speaking of 50s music,
it takes a long time to explain.
No, it doesn't, Larry. You were walking down the street.
No.
Okay, we all thought that song too, right? Play that vinyl.
Give us a short version of it. You got to go to the movie theater with Elvis.
I mean, it was when I was in radio in Memphis.
He's so humble.
And, where I lived was in a little area called Whitehaven. It's a little residential area beyond Graceland. And every night I would see people at the gate. You know, we've all seen pictures of the gate. This is many, many years ago, before we knew what Elvis did. His life was mainly after midnight. So I got to know I stopped and got to know the guys who hung out there. About 7 or 8 guys. And Elvis Presley's father's brother was the gatekeeper. His name was Vester Presley. And I got to know him. And one early morning, about 2 in the morning, because that's what time I get off the air and go there. Vester said, "Hey, anybody want to go to the movie?" And and I went, "What? It's 2 in the morning?" and the other guy said, "Yeah." So Vester said, "Okay, a bunch of cars are going to come down here, and they'll tell you which one to get in." So here comes a car. This is like 10 minutes later. This Mercedes comes down the driveway up to the gate, and the window rolls down, and sitting there driving it. Y'all get in that second car back here and come on down to the Memphis Theater. It was Elvis driving.
Oh, wow.
So we went to the movie, me, those other guys, and Elvis. And at the time, it was called the Memphis Mafia, but there was just a bunch of guys. So it was about 12 of those guys and about 5 of us in the Memphian Theater at 3 in the morning. That's because he would rent the theater and show first-run movies.
I love that.
So I sat there. And at the end of the movie, his manager brought him up, and I got to shake hands with him and say,
So you were a night crawler, Larry.
Awesome.
You were a night crawler, Larry.
He is. And little did you know you'd be telling that story for the rest of your life.
I know, but it's
That's so dope.
I love that story.
I like that.
Ruby, someone on here, Hank, saying check out Repo Records on Commonwealth Ave in Plaza Midwood.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Repo. I forgot about
so
Repo.
much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
It's really cool to go to the shops like that. You could
And
spend
just be in that
hours
environment, too.
there.
Like, I'm all about just the
Repo's been
aesthetic
around
of
a
it.
long time. I should have remembered
There we
Repo
go.
Records.
Repo Records.
Repo Records. And then Penny saying my first 2 45s were Tragedy by Bee Gees. Jake saying Big Willie Style, Will Smith.
Yes.
Sarah saying Hard Day's Night by the Beatles. Vinyl is extremely popular in the Carolinas with new stores opening all the time. Vinyl Carolina commented on that.
Okay.
Vinyl Carolina commenting.
Shout out to you, yeah.
Yeah, so keep them coming. Let us know what your favorite music is. Do you have a vinyl
CDs.
collection? Oh, yeah. I don't have any CDs
Justin,
You know
anymore.
what? I used to burn
These
CDs.
ones?
Where did these come from?
I think these just ones I had here at the station.
Do you just play them?
Haven't have them, I don't.
You play them back on your CD player back there?
Oh yeah.
See, no,
All the
that's the
time.
crazy thing. I was just realizing that CDs are now becoming obsolete.
Yeah.
I found some CDs and I went to go play it on my laptop. I was like, it doesn't have a
They
player
don't even put them in cars anymore.
Mm.
Yeah.
I know.
But they used to be such
What
a
is
thing.
happening?
Like,
I know.
You would want to run to the music store to get like an
Well,
album
if you guys
that's
need
coming
CDs, I got a whole lot of those too.
Yeah, don't get rid of them. They may be worth
Circles
something
that play
one
music,
day.
Larry has a lot.
Right?
of.
At this point, do you still have VCR tapes?
Yes, I have some of those. I have, and the old U-matic 3/4-inch tapes that we used in television. I got those.
Oh, wow.
But nothing to play about it.
Okay. Dave, real quick before we go, David said, I used to buy Elvis records from a store called Jajos in downtown Gastonia back in this. J-Jos.
Yeah, J-Jos.
It's
Yeah, I remember J-Jos.
J-A, so I wasn't sure. This was back in the 70s. I would use money from cutting my grandma's lawn and ride my bike up there to pick them up. I love that so much.
Love
That's
her story.
awesome.
You can kind of see that, visualize
Yeah,
that.
for sure. Okay, keep them coming. What's your favorite music? Do you have vinyl? Do you still collect them? Are you like Larry? Do you have a whole big collection?
Want to buy some vinyl?
Yeah, send us pics. We want to know.
You can start your own store.
Right, Larry?
Today, half price
Oh,
sale. Yeah.
wow.
Larry's Vinyl Works.
Something.
Yeah, we need to think of an L.
Appreciate you trying to
Think
get
of
me
it, Larry's a little something.
Listening. Larry's listening store.
listening.
Something.
We'll work on
Yeah, let us know if you think of that. All right, bye, everybody.
Half price sale.
This is what